Is it me or is rap music just getting laser?
Yeah, reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Yeah, 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 what? Yeah. Yeah, reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. I need the presidents, fuck the dead presidents. This world's a ghetto, several just settle, fueling the devil. Gas through the pedal, living to die, this can't be life. Life's full of wisdom, needing ants back in the day, sipping here. Trying to come up with my friends, no doubt. Yeah, hit the streets, gotta show what you really be about. Quicker cops on the prowl, at any given minute, shit can go down. Open the trunk, open the funky sounds. I was lost, but now I'm found. Playing haters, hating the style is not allowed. And there's no doubt around here. Still walking around with no fear. Let me clear the way, so don't you dare interfere. Real, till the day I die supply. The public with rhymes, look in my eyes. No regrets in this life. Though you think about shit, gotta continue to strive. What it be like living broke ain't the way. Gotta try to stack it, give yourself your own raise. Escape the pain, go against the grain. Different day at time, synchronize the price to pay. Sacrifice, bitch ass motherfuckers. I've arrived, let's ride, that's ride. Reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the presidents. Reach in my pocket, match stress, cigarettes in the lid. Different day and time, I need the president. Rolling in the bucket, better drive it like a Benz. Focused on my ends, staring at my review, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Yeah, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Rolling in the bucket, better drive it like a Benz. Focused on my ends, staring at my review, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is. Yeah, trying to figure out what the meaning to life is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Kick It Podcast. Of course, brought to you by Kick It Labs. As always, this recording right here is brought to you live from the beautiful city of Oceanside. My name is Victor V, joined by my brother Louis Loeb, and of course, the producer of tonight, Mr. Piccolo, holding it down in the ones and twos. Still, thank you so much for those merch orders. Super appreciated. And tonight, we are joined by a very, very amazing special guest, Travis from the fish market here in Oceanside.
Hey.
Yo, Travis, thank you for kicking it with us, man.
Hell yeah, this is awesome.
Hey man, thank you for coming through. We appreciate it. We've been watching on Instagram, man, and it's awesome, man. You go catch fish and then you just come out here and sell it.
Yeah, yeah, that's the gist of it, you know. However, on paper, it's not so easy.
Oh,
You know?
it never is, dude. Like, the action is one thing, but then, trying to, like, do the logistics and the paper, it's not as easy as you would want it to be. But Travis, before we take a deep dive and getting into the fish market, can you let some of the audience, listeners, and the viewers let them know a little bit more about yourself and how is it that you got into this whole fishing trip?
Yeah. I've been working down at the harbor since I was like 10 years old. I'm 37 now, so and for the same boss, for the Oceanside Bait Company, and started on the commercial boats back when I was like 16. So I've been out there a while, off and on. I've always been had a entrepreneurial side to me, and I kind of ducked out of fishing for a while to pursue some other things, like an events company that I was trying to start back in the day. My whole life was kind of centered around extreme sports, skateboarding and surfing, and then I did fishing as a job. My whole life, working on the bait dock as a little kid and stuff, serving up bait, and then the boat. And so now, it's kind of turned into a career for the most part, because it's a very tight-knit community down there in the harbor, and these guys are hard to manage, but I've known them forever, so I know them well, so
Right.
they respond to me well, and that's why I can organize them, and ultimately that's been everyone that I talk to in the industry is like, what, you got the Oceanside side guys to fucking start working together? It's like, no way. Because we have a reputation of being rowdy, that's for sure. And I think not just in fishing, I think Oceanside in general has a reputation of being rowdy, don't we?
100%. I was just gonna say, I think it's like the whole entire city is tagged with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, Oceanside boys. Fuck. I could be
What?
getting pulled
No.
over just because I'm from Oceanside.
I tell people like Oceanside is chill until it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, no, but that's rad, man. So you basically been a fisherman your whole entire life, basically.
Yeah. Yep. Except I'm not one of these sport fishermen that are going out on long range boats and shit. I'm using these big ass nets and handling them by hand. Very, very kind of caveman style of fishing, but it
works.
but it works. And the bait company is the floating barge down there in the middle of the harbor that the boats pull up to and buy live bait from. So that's my thing I've been doing, and so it's not rod and reel fishing, but it's still fishing, and a lot of times it's even harder work than that. But our hours are a lot better. We get to fish right here close to home, and typically done in an average 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So and then I have a personal boat where I go hunt for them and stuff, but nobody kind of really can compete with these commercial guys that are just going out long range, and
Right.
filling up,
It's a different level.
It's a different level.
Yeah.
You got to be a special kind of someone to go out there for 5 days at a time,
Yeah, I was just gonna say that because I remember watching a TV show a while back, and I think I don't necessarily remember what part of the U.S. Maybe it was Alaska. I don't really know, but they were hunting or fishing for tuna, and yeah, these guys go out for like weeks and
or months.
Yeah, and all they do is just fish. But I mean, they got like the instant freezer. They got these big old fishing lines that they just work with. Like
Yep.
it's completely different.
Right. Yeah. And I've had a lot of offers to do that kind of fishing, but I'm like, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I got
It's
shit
too
to do.
much. It's a
It's
little
too
too
much,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I want to do something, and like it, not learn to hate it because it's
Yeah.
just too much. But
It's like
yeah.
once you go corporate type of thing, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's just-
And the thing is I've never been just a diehard fisherman like some of these guys. I've always been into surfing, skateboarding, and wrestling. So that was
what
like
kind of wrestling? Like actual wrestling, or you're talking like?
yeah, like
wrestling?
college wrestling,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh, sweet.
freestyle wrestling.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because sometimes here, we like to throw on WWE Raw or SmackDown and
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
watch that. I mean, it's
No, not that shit.
it's still entertaining, but it's definitely a different style of wrestling.
Yeah. That's showmanship.
Yeah, there you go. Good
Yeah.
word. Good word.
Sports entertainment definitely fits.
Yeah.
Fits the vibe. But you,
But-
sorry, didn't mean to cut you off. But you said you had been working since you were 10 at the harbor,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Well, my older brother started there, so he would have me like working for him, doing all
Gotcha.
the bitch work.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Sounds about
yeah,
right,
no,
yeah.
when I probably started on payroll around 12 or 13,
Mm.
But yeah, just it was a cool job as a young man because I'd always go to school with a fat stack of ones ready to buy lunch and it was cool. I made good cash as tips, all summer long when I wasn't in school, but and then would work the weekends when I didn't have class and stuff. But ultimately I had to find it's there's not really much of a future in fishing because it's not like a growing industry. There's only a certain amount of permits and licenses that are issued. There's only a certain amount of docking spaces and it's not like a growing or a very lucrative business unless you've been in it for a long time and all the conditions are right for you to make some money. That's why I'm pretty fortunate to have had the opportunity to bring this market forth where these guys can really benefit because there's only a few guys in the industry that actually make money.
Can you take us a little bit through that process on like what makes it so difficult for people to try to become fishermen or try to make a living out of it?
Well, the thing is it depends a lot on experience, on knowledge. Um, Knowledge is sacred in this industry, and it's not shared very easily. Um, there's different fishing grounds that people will know, and it's a dangerous occupation. I don't care how experienced you are, Mother Nature can always throw you something you never know about.
Hit you with that random ass big wave and
Right. Or there's so many variables that can rear their heads up. When you least expect it. So, my hats off to these guys. They work hard. They work really hard.
hell yeah, man.
And you got to be a certain kind of someone to work through it because even like on the the sport boats where people pay to go fishing on those big ones that are saying, I mean, there's high turnover rates because these guys, it's just hard to do. You're away from your family. I guess, yeah, that's what I hear from a lot of those guys, and I think that's a big issue is being gone from home a lot. Who wants to be, sleeping in some bunk bed with a bunch of sweaty dudes around you.
100%.
And have you tried doing that, or was that something you just always like? Nah, it doesn't.
Yeah, it just wasn't my thing.
For sure. Okay.
Yeah.
My fishing's we go fishing at like 2:00 in the morning, and we're done by like 8 to 10 a.m. We're done, going home. So it's kind of nice, but it's very seasonal as well. In the summer, it's 5-6 days a week. In the winter, it could be one day every 2 weeks. But it's also a good occupation if you like to. You'd like that seasonal pattern. You'd like to go. I'd have to do a lot of construction in the winter. Sometimes, so there's just a lot of. It just gives you freedom though too. If you want to go travel or something, it's you got your. But summers is go time.
Yeah, that's where it's
a
at.
lot of business in summer, and you got to work a lot in the summer, and it's very taxing though. Those hours can even being at home, waking up at 1:00 in the morning to go to work every day is not an easy task either.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's pretty hardcore because I know most fishermen they usually go out like 5 in the morning and then come back like around 5 in the afternoon. But because at least from what I've seen on some of the footage, it's like you kind of look for like the seagull patches, and that's where you actually can catch something.
Yeah, there's different things you look for, but that's one of them. Yeah, for sure.
Well, what are some of the things you would look for if you're trying to catch fish and you're out in the ocean?
Well, definitely bird schools is a really good one. The different types of birds that are schooling up can tell you kind of some birds tend to hang around these other kind of fish, you know, or you know, a lot of times there won't be birds and there will be commotion on the surface, and then you spot it, or you have good instruments that can meter fish, and you know you could see them on sonars. There's various ways. A lot of it's information, you know, of hearing coordinates and going to check it out, because typically fish will hang out or travel slowly in schools. So, but you know, the tuna can travel up to like 100 miles a day. So,
God damn.
it's just tuna fishing's a bitch, because it's they're always moving so quick, and then it's just a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss with them, and they're really far out most of the time, and they're very finicky. But
Like the slightest sound, they hear the boat, they're like, mount.
yeah, exactly. Or they turn off and won't bite because of, you know, either the sound the sound of vibration of the boat is too much or something. Yeah,
Right.
it's
Oh,
crazy.
shit.
They're just very finicky. But when it's on, it's on.
And that's a payday right there.
The adrenaline is insane. Yeah.
Damn.
That's
So
sick.
what are, is there like, how do I ask this? Is there like certain difficulties when like it comes to like fish? Like, is there fish that are much easier to catch than others? Or is it all kind of like the
Yeah,
same and it varies?
for sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, size is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, some fish have sharper teeth, will saw your line off. Some fish fight harder. Some fish, you know, we caught. I mean, we caught a freaking 650-pound shark.
God
You
damn.
say 600 pounds?
650-pound shark
Holy shit.
last summer, and then my boy just caught another 600-pounder a couple weeks ago, and then last summer, right at the same day, this other kid or this other guy got a 1,000-pound shark, and that 1,000-pound shark was reeled in quicker than our 650-pound shark. It's like sometimes those big. That's a whole nother story, but I've only.
How would that happen?
I'll shark hunt once and then done. It's so gnarly. It's so gnarly. And then I don't really like, you know, I don't like harvesting big sharks like that.
Yeah.
They're good for the ecosystem, you know, but you got to experience everything.
Yeah, but I think you got
once.
to toss them back, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not Makos. But yeah, it was a gnarly experience. I've never caught a shark that big, you know. I've been sharking many times, but we caught a big one last summer, not this summer. But I mean, what is that one guy on Instagram?
Yeah, there's a lot of characters out there in Instagram.
He took Charles the Goat. Or
Oh
something.
yeah, hey, shout out Charles the Goat.
He filmed it in back of my brother's truck last summer, and it went kind of viral on Instagram.
I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, then this other dude that caught one this summer, somebody filmed it. You can't park here. You seen that?
Yeah, I seen that one.
He filmed it. It got like 1 million hits real quick. I was like, oh dang, you know. And then I caught like a little baby one like this, and I've got like 700,000 hits on it in the last couple weeks. I was like, damn, it was weird.
Yeah, no, the social media game is a trip, man.
The sharks though, people love sharks.
Oh yeah, I mean they have a whole entire week dedicated
Yeah,
to
man.
it.
Ever since Jaws, man, we've had a fascination with sharks.
Right.
We do have a comment up there from Valeria. Shout out to you. She's saying, where can you find catfish other than online?
Usually it's like I think ponds, and they're like in the mud and dirt or something. Yeah, but I mean I don't know really anything about fishing.
Yeah, that's a freshwater fish, and you can. I have no idea.
We out in the salty waters,
No
man.
Yeah, but you usually hunt them with your arm. It's not like you can throw a
Yeah.
line to it. You know, you're basically wrestling that
That is
fish.
true. That's what I heard. They put your arm, you gotta wait for it to bite. You just yank that shit
Yep.
out.
Noodling.
Noodling, is that what it is?
Yeah, something like that.
Gnarly.
Yeah, no, there's streams and rivers and lakes that you can catch catfish. You can go up to Lake Dix and catch them. Um, all year round they stock them, or
Oh
I
shit.
think they stock them with trout and like catfish or something like that. But I don't do much freshwater fishing.
Yeah. All right, so take us through like a day of like when you go out fishing, man. You say day starts at your morning, I guess, or night starts at 1 usually. You wake up, head out by 2.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's still, we do net fishing, so it's got to be dark for the fish to
not see the net.
not see the net and run out,
Oh.
or at least your probability of success is a lot higher. So those are our hours pretty much, and but it is kind of nice. There's no one on the freeway when you're going to work, and everyone's waking up when you're going home. But you do feel like a zombie for.
Most
It kind of
of the day,
sucks,
yeah.
yeah.
No,
You
it's
just
pretty
feel-
much graveyard schedule, man.
Yeah, it's kind of gnarly, and then it's back-breaking work. It's not easy, but it's good though. It gets you, keeps you in shape, keeps you, strong, and it's good work. It's good,
Yeah.
good for your character to work your ass off.
Yeah. What are the type of fish that people could find around here, or that you guys find around these areas?
Um,
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Yeah. Well, if you came to our market, you would see, all the local species lined up on all the booths. We got vermilion rockfish, which are, freaking phenomenal. I never really ate very, very much rockfish because I thought it was just like a bass or whatever. But, ever since I started the market, I've been, getting fish off the guys at the end of the day or whatever. And, man, it tastes amazing. So if you guys ever come down to the market, look for that bright orange red fish with its eyes bulging out.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a rockfish, and it is phenomenal. My favorite fish was halibut because it's so white and flaky and non-fishy. But now my new favorite fish is that rockfish. We got all kinds of species. We got halibut, yellowtail, tuna. We got crab. We're gonna have a lot of tuna. We got a lot of rockfish. We have the best oysters in town. Clams, scallops. We got some. Sometimes you guys have fillets of mako, swordfish. So yeah, we got a lot of different stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, you kind of got me at the scallops. I didn't even know you could get them out here. I thought they were usually like farmed.
Yeah, one of our vendors is very connected and runs a distribution and here in Oceanside called Deep Sea Commercial Fishing, and he actually owns the fuel dock down there. That little sandwich shop at the end of the harbor.
Yeah.
So he brings a lot of different products, and he's one of my bigger vendors that brings a wide range of products. So but we're there for the commercial fishermen. We're there for them, whether they caught one species or two species. They can display them for the public there, and they're we have a strict rules of nothing is over 72 hours old. Everything has to be incredibly fresh. So it's it's life changing for the people that want to eat healthy and kind of lean diets, because what other what else can you eat that isn't manipulated by antibiotics or hormones of some sort.
Right.
It's really hard nowadays. I mean,
Yeah.
even going to the farms out here in Bonzo, like that's the closest you can get to like fresh like produce, because most of the stuff is already full of pesticides, preservatives. Like it's super tough to try to find the freshest ingredients you could get out there.
Absolutely. So, we're just trying to, we're going to be incorporating some produce stands as well, some organic produce stands. I've been talking with different producers some like Cyclops Farms. I don't know if you've ever heard of them. We're gonna, incorporating some other things, like we're gonna have a taco stand. We're gonna be selling fish tacos.
Sick.
We have music throughout the market now. It's just been awesome. It's just a lot of moving parts to these markets, and it's like every week I figure out another little
Little way to
tweak
add
it.
to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's jump into your market a little bit more. So first, what was it that sparked the idea, and then second, how did you get it all together to make sure that it came to fruition?
I was always very, like, I'd say ambitious. I knew I had access to a raw material that was, and it's not like there's another bait boat out of Oceanside Harbor. There's only one people that can harvest these types of fish, which we harvest sardines. And then I'd go get winter jobs and at like Sprouts or whatever, and all these like soccer moms would be like, "Oh, the healthiest thing you can eat is sardines," And I was just like, "Yeah, that's cool. Well, I catch these." But what it is it's untouched. It's very pristine source of protein. So, I always knew there was a value to it. And then as I grew up, I just started eating the sardines, a lot of times canned and stuff, and you just feel good after you eat them. They're just really good health food. I consider them a superfood, and so my booth down there sells fresh sardines. They come out of the water and onto the table every Sunday. You can't get fresher than that. A lot of times they're still flipping in the ice. So it's just one of those species also that cannot be preserved as well as the larger species. So either they have to be canned or cooked immediately for them to to be preserved.
And why is that?
You know what? I don't know exactly why the smaller they spoil quick. I don't know. There's not much to them. It's not like they're generating a lot of body heat. I have no idea exactly as the science behind it. I wouldn't know, but I just know that they do. They're just small. They're small. Everything affects them. A little bit of water is a lot of water to a fish that's a lot bigger. So if it's sitting at the bottom of a bag with a little bit of water there, you want to just practice good preservation skills with your fish always. But you come to the market, you can't find fresher fish, and the feedback from the local community has been, incredible. I've heard people say, this has changed my life as far as my eating habits. I feel so much better. And it's the same people coming back to this market, filling up their baskets for the week, and they're like, I'm just gonna go pescatarian now, because I just feel so much better when I'm eating like this, and I would have to say the same thing. It's changed my life, even though I've been a fisherman all my life. It's not like I would go up to these guys and be like, "Hey, let me buy a fish off of you." But now the market's there. I can go, "Hey, I'm going to take this, and it's awesome. It's awesome. And I prefer it now to red meat or even chicken, it's I'm digging it.
Do you still eat red meat and chicken?
Yeah, but not nearly as much. Okay. I eat a lot more fish now, a lot more.
And does it taste different when it's fresh than when you get it from the store?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you'll come. People come up to me at the market. They're like, "I didn't even know what fresh fish was." It's completely different.
So that might be like one of the reasons why there's people like, "Oh, I don't like seafood." It's like maybe it's because you're just not having like that fresh fish.
I'm telling you, absolutely. Come get a fresh fish from the market and go whip it up. Don't freeze it. Don't anything. Just whip it up, and and it's really, you can't mess it up when it's that fresh. It's just
Yeah, and,
tastes really, really, really good.
and your guys' market is still relatively new, right? Because I haven't heard of anything like this until quite recently. Because like the only other fish market that was in the county was down in San Diego.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We just finished our 12th. We launched April 28th. Kind of like a soft launch. You know, I worked.
Excuse me, give me 1 second.
No worries. I worked for like over 2 years. You know, working with the county and the city to make them feel good about it, because it is something that is kind of not very mainstream. These the not there's not a lot of them, so everyone was like kind of weary about, okay, how are we gonna do this? What does it entail? And so I met with the city every 2 weeks pretty much until we figured it out. For a few months, met with the city every 2 weeks so we could hash it all out on paper, and they were very diligent about making sure I had all my paperwork and all my certifications and stuff. So it was a lot of work, but we eventually got it done. And who really came through for us was the mayor. Yeah,
Esther.
Esther.
Oh man, hey, big shout out to Esther, because that's beautiful, man.
Yeah, Esther, my hero. She came she just really went to bat for us. And when we were finding ourselves in, I was like sick to my stomach, because a couple weeks before we were about to launch, I got the worst call, and they're like, "You're not moving forward with this. It's not happening. Shut it down." I was like, "Oh, what is going on here?" But
no, well, I'm glad everything worked out, bro.
yeah, she really helped us out. So hats off to her.
Yeah, and it's definitely needed. And like how we were mentioning, it's just like that seed to market, the freshest quality. Like you don't really hear of anything like that out here in Oceanside and North County in general. Because like even though we have the sea, we have fishermen. Like nobody really attempts or to try to sell their catch. Like I said, usually the market that I knew about was just in San Diego, and to have it here locally and having fresh catch on a weekly basis, that's amazing, dude. I mean, it's definitely better than going to the grocery store where that fish has been probably frozen for a little over a month.
And how many hands has it changed through?
Exactly.
This is coming from the fishermen themselves, and nobody's going to take care of that fish better than the fishermen themselves, as far as handling it and preserving it. So yes, it is quite unique as far as a food source and then an outlet for the fishermen. Yes, we have the Tuna Harbor Dockside Market in San Diego, but for a lot of people that's too far to travel, and then it's downtown San Diego, so it's kind of congested. But I definitely shout out to those guys, because I would go down there and talk with them and check out their market, and they really were very lending of knowledge and giving me their direction, which was nice. And like I said, every week we learn something new at the market. And now in the 12th week, it's getting easier and easier, because we've been doing it 12 weeks now. But still, it's nowhere near where I want it to get.
Oh well, it's just part of the process. You start off one way, then you start changing, developing. You learn your kinks, and figure out what works and what doesn't work. And at the end of the day, yes, you're also there for the fishermen, but you're more there for the consumer and how they see the market and how they want their catch to be served to them.
Right. So,
oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, no,
exactly.
I was just gonna ask. So you guys are operating just once a week, every Sunday, and But either way, once a week, every Sunday, that's still a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, man. It is a lot of work because I'm up at 4 in the morning getting things ready, and I'm, losing money wide open in these first, for the first 12 weeks essentially. I'm getting close to breaking even now, but it's just a formula that you have to work through, and
Keep consistent.
yeah, it's just a trial and error. You know, you got to have good people helping you. I mean, I've been pretty much getting up at 4 in the morning to go set it up 4 hours before we open because I can't afford to, have another person or be paying somebody. But then, I got my flay guy in there, and it's just now it's getting so busy that I got to put another flay guy in there, and I got to start. I do pull in help every now and then. When I'm too busy, I got interviews to do or something down at the market or something. My wife helps me a lot. She runs the flay booth, the register at the flay booth, and sells the merchandise out there. And so she's just been remarkable as far as helping me out. It's just been hell of a lot of work, and I'm getting burned out. But every week I get so much great feedback that it fuels my fire again.
So you could buy the fish there and then have somebody fillet it for you as well.
Right.
Oh, that's wicked awesome.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's cool because you can't get fresher meat. The meat stays very fresh when the fish is intact. Right. As soon as you fillet it, its shelf life, goes down by half or whatever.
Yeah.
So you got to have that flay booth right there, so they can buy it whole and then have it flayed. And it's just like I said, it's a lot of moving parts, and we've had to build up awareness of it, and it's really helped. That KPBS did a spread on us on the evening news, and that was on a Friday. That was 2 weeks ago, and then that Sunday we just weren't ready for how many people showed up. We got bought out by like 11 a.m.
Oh, that's amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So, and then last weekend was, about the same size crowd, but we were a lot more prepared, so we did a lot more business. But we're featured in this week's edition of the O-Cider magazine.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
With a nice spread. I had it in my truck. I should have brought it, but it was really, really, really cool little article and nice pictures in there. It looked awesome. I was stoked. So awareness is growing of us here, and when people do find out about us and they do come try the fish, almost everyone comes back. I see faces there since the week one.
Yeah, you got your regulars now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For sure. And then, I set up little tanks that are like this high and let fish like swim around, and the kids play in there and stuff. It's cool, man. I got a little PA. We've playing some nice music. Playing some nice music in the background. It's cool. It's a great atmosphere.
See, everybody got to make sure to pull up every Sunday to the Fisherman's Market.
I'm about to go check it out
at the
this
harbor.
Sunday, man.
Yeah, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget, everybody, we're still here kicking it with Travis from the Fisherman's Market. But let's roll down to some of these comments that are coming in from Facebook, YouTube, and all of that, man. This conversation is great. Hey, thank you, Travis.
Hell yeah.
We have Ryder Oi saying he's from Oceanside rapper singer, and he posted the link to his Spotify. We can't click on it right now though.
Appreciate it.
Check out my page, Love My Music, Trans Man out of Oceanside.
Yeah, will do.
There you go.
Thank you, Ryder.
Yeah. And I think we're chilling on the comments right now.
Sweet.
But what do you guys say? We go take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the second half.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Cool.
Everybody,
Down with that.
thank you so much for kicking it with us, tuning in right here to the Travis interview from the Fisherman's Market. Don't go anywhere. Stick through the messages. We'll be right back with the second half. This is the Kick It Podcast.
Hey.
that you made. I'm all the two, the drink confused. Makes it easy for me to keep up with you. Our music's loud, we dance around, screaming out the songs till our lungs give out. Jump up and down, we'll run around, skating in the down till the sun goes down. The love we found without a sound, bring back the energy where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. Love is here to stay. Where we all feel it too. All this love's for you. Yes, we all feel this way. Love is here to stay. Here to stay. Here to
Yeah.
Well,
I started realizing how difficult it was when we like saw a lot of
North County, we're here. The living dead. Outside lands. Yeah. Two words, San Diego, we able to eat at the same table. Yesterday's fable is today's reality. Welcome to what I call the hip-hop academy of cool, calm calamity. Two words, hip-hop, no chain, wristwatch, no range, marijuana, cocaine, website domains, anonymous, no name, no face, just brain. Learn to play the fucking game. I'm saying two words, outside lenses, gente, gon' live for the moment. Step out with the homies. It's a takeover, SD makeover, no layover. We already here. Two words, gun control, don't patrol no more. I defend my own and everybody I know. Streets stay hot, try me not. Raising this game so everybody move. Two words, drug use, El Chapo, old news. But the drugs are still used, malabuse, you lose. It's an epidemic, methamphetamines, grandmamas open it. Whole world smoking things. Two words, North County, Oceanside, I'm alive. Hip hop till I die. Write rhymes every night. Cypher's gon' bring the light. Lightweight, Miller Lite. Yes, I'm down to fight. About to soar like a kite.
Just like that, we are back with the second half of this interview with Travis from the Fisherman's Market here in North County and Oceanside. And, well, yeah, like any other second half goes, you know, this is going to be just a little bit more laid back. So I'm super stoked for it. All right, well, Travis, we kind of broke down your Fisherman's Market. One more time, can you let everybody know your schedule so they can pull up?
Yeah, it's Oceanside Harbor in the parking lot next to Joe's Crab Shack. Just as you drop down into the harbor, you'll see our tents, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every Sunday.
Hell yeah. And so aside from your fish market, man, you were saying that you like to surf and like skate. Do you still do that as hobbies? Or how do you like to unwind?
Yeah, just Not really. I mean, I'm married now, and it's like I gotta pay the bills. I haven't surfed in a couple years. I haven't skated since I was a teenager, but it was a part of me and my upbringing. So it was just the life when you live next to the ocean, so you're surfing and skating every day, and me and my best friend, that's all we did. But he unfortunately passed away, and we were on a surf trip to Mexico, and we got in a car accident, and he passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, it's all good, but he was a good. He was a really good, icon in Oceanside as well. He, pro skater, and everybody loved him, and he would volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club. His name was Shane Hidalgo. He was a good guy. That's how I kind of started working with Esther in the beginning, is that we were getting the MLK skate park renamed after him, but it eventually fell through, and then we got the Bishop, or not Bishop, I think it was Bishop, named after him, and that fell through. So now Esther's, kind of spearheading this development of it's going to be over there by El Corazon.
Okay.
It's going to be like an arena kind of skate park to host like big skateboarding events. And
oh, that would be dope.
Probably going to name that one in memory of my homie that passed away.
That is awesome, man. I hope that goes through, bro.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. If there's some sort of petition that you need help with, bring it over, man. We'll be the first ones to sign it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We
Yeah, man. We need more skate parks, dude. Like we used to have one down by the beach back in the day. We need some skate parks. We need some dog parks.
We're getting a new surf park here soon, aren't we?
Oh, like the simulated wave, right?
Yeah, I think the generated wave.
Yeah.
Down in the valley.
It's a cool concept. I could see myself trying it at least once, but I don't know. It seems more like it seems more like for sure for like the tourists.
Yeah. Well,
everything is pretty much for the tourists.
Sure. We're turning into Huntington around here.
Yeah,
Hey, low key, yeah.
We're turning into all these other cities, man. No, no, but it's all good, man. It is what it is. But I want to ask you, man, like, what has been one of your favorite fishing trips or fishing adventures, and what has been one of your least favorite?
Oh, that's a good one.
Difficult.
Yeah. It's just
so many.
The ones that you don't catch anything really suck.
Yeah.
You just drive around all day and don't catch shit. That's my least favorite.
Yeah. Have there been ones when you're like so close to catching, you just like miss it by a bit, and it just happens throughout the day?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's why tuna fishing sucks, because you'll see them out in the distance, and you'll run up on them, and then boom, they disappear.
They disperse. Yeah.
And then it happens again, and it happens a dozen times. You start going crazy, and then by the end of the day, you're seeing shit. Like, oh, they're over there, and then you're looking again. You're like, fuck, my eyes playing tricks on me.
Yeah.
You're out on the ocean. You start getting delirious. That's for sure.
That is wild. What has been one of your favorite ones?
Oh, the ones where it's wide open. We have commercial boats, so we roll up with a bunch of bait and stuff, and there's a parking lot of people all fishing, but they're not really catching anything, and we just roll up and we just start fishing, and we got all the choice baits, and we're just reeling them in one after another, and there's literally 40 boats around us going, what the fuck? Getting pissed off, like. Yeah, the sardines are like landed right next to our boat, and we're
Did
like,
you jump into the boat?
Well, everyone's casting towards us because they're like, oh, the fish are right next to them, like cast over there, So we've had like a group of boats just trying to poach our spot because we just, you know, it's nice being the bait guys. We can take a lot of choice baits.
Right.
You know?
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a little edge on the competition, that's for sure.
All right. Well, to add on to what Louis just asked, what's the most amount that you've ever caught in just one trip? Like weight wise or however you want to do it, but like how much was it that you caught that was like the overload?
I mean, when you catch 40 Dorado with two guys, that's pretty good. When you go catch a couple 100-pound tuna with either yourself or another guy, it's like a lot more work because they're heavy fish and they take a long time to bring in, or you know, or you catch a 650-pound shark, it's, you know, a couple hours, you know, it's just it's give or take. Yeah, it's just if you're, you know, but then sometimes my favorite fishing still freaking, you know, down at the lagoon off of the rocks, you know, going for halibut. That, you know, I still love that. Or in the harbor, you know, on my skiff, drifting around, trying to catch halibuts. Like, I love that because I don't know, I'm just not one of the ones that can be out there all day.
Man, you get the
it's just-
woozies, right? Just from being out in the ocean for too long.
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't, but I just get pissed off.
Frustrated.
If we're not finding fish, especially, I'm just like, just get out of here. I'm not a good fisherman in that aspect.
Oh man.
Hey, Travis,
Impatient.
so you said you were originally from out here in Oceanside, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you go to El Camino High School, which is that high school?
No, I went to Rancho Buena Vista High School.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started driving when I was like 15 without a license because my parents didn't want to take me out there. But I grew up wrestling in a wrestling club called No Mercy, and that was where they were based out of. So when I got to high school, all the coaches you know, did a bunch of string pulling to get me into that school. So I always lived in Oceanside, but went to school in Vista, and all 4 years. It's a good school. It was cool. I got to meet a lot of different, you know, I went to elementary and middle school at Palmquest and Lincoln, and then went to high school in Vista. So it was cool though. I got to high school and I didn't know anybody because, you know, you're 15 miles away from where you originally went to school. But I liked it. Wrestling was a good sport. Did it since I was like 8. You know, I wouldn't have changed it for the world. I wrestled all the way through college and stuff, and it was a great character building sport, you know.
You say you wrestled in college?
Yeah.
Oh man, with a scholarship or just like walked into the team?
No, I just walking into the team over here at Palomar, and then, you know, I did it as a kid because my older brother did it, and he won all the states and stuff, and got scholarships and all that shit. But I was more into surfing and skating, but I did it because I had I was kind of forced to. I kind of felt had a responsibility to. I couldn't, you know, I couldn't let my mom down or whatever because she loved the sport. Anyways, but my heart wasn't into it. I wasn't into it, you know. But now as an adult, I love the sport, and I'm even more active in it now than ever, you know.
But as a teen, it was something that you were wrestling with, right?
As what?
It was like a joke at
Yeah,
that
it
joke.
was
He's
a
like, as a
shitty
teen, that
pun.
was something that you were wrestling with.
Yeah, you didn't really like it at that time. You know,
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I wanted to be surfing and skating and fucking off with my friends, but my mom was pretty strict about, you know, that I stay dedicated to something, and so she kind of whooped my ass to stay involved in wrestling, and I love, you know, thank God, because you know, it's a value in your later life that you can't be replaced, because, you know, growing up doing something is different than just getting into it.
right, by your own accord.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and contact sports, they're tough, especially when they're individual sports, just like wrestling or boxing or UFC, you name it. Just contact individual sports, they're intense, man.
Right.
Like some people don't understand. Like, yeah, you could watch it and admire it, but like until you try it, like you don't know how difficult that shit is. And for you to wrestle at a college level, that's impressive, man. Not too many people could say that.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was hard. It was hard, but you know, it'll teach you some good values. Now I just wrestle right down here at the compound. You know where that is at the bottom of the hill.
It's like right here on El Camino Real.
Yeah. My wrestling partner is the coach there, and they got a lot of MMA classes and boxing and stuff. So if that's your cup of tea, then you know it's a good little gym. But if wrestling's your cup of tea, I would strongly suggest you to go in there and check it out because Quantal is my boy that I wrestle with, and he's a damn good coach.
Yeah, well, you know what? Now that we're kind of like in the sports type of talk, and since you still follow wrestling, what's your opinion on this upcoming Olympics? Because I mean, wrestling it's an Olympic sport, and you know the U.S. is in it for a gold medal, hopefully.
Yeah, under what sport? Under what sport?
I think it's like called Greco-Roman wrestling. I think.
Greco-Roman?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah, Greco-Roman. You know, I don't know if we got the best Greco-Roman wrestlers, but we do got some of the best freestyle wrestlers in the world for sure.
What's
you know,
the,
like our heavyweight. What's his name? And then, yeah, I'm just having a brain fart.
No, you're good,
It's all
man. You're
good,
good.
But it's not going to be the same thing. The Russians aren't going to be there. And the Russians are the top dogs in wrestling. You know,
I remember
I
I
guess
was-
they're boycotting it because of all the shit that's going
Yeah,
down.
the
or
Ukraine
whatever.
and whatnot, the politics.
Yeah, I remember watching some interview. They were interviewing some UFC fighter, and you know his main thing is like wrestling. He's saying, it's like, dude, there was this Russian guy. I think he was Russian. He's like, there was this Russian guy that if he had joined the UFC, he would destroy all of us, man. Because when we were in the Olympic team, he just destroyed us like it was nothing. You know, like it's a different, you know, they're different beasts when it comes to the wrestling, man. But I want to ask, what is the difference between freestyle and Greco-Roman?
Freestyle, Greco-Roman is all upper body,
Okay.
and so it's a lot of throws, and so there's no grabbing the legs, there's no shots, so it's not as action packed because there's only you're limited to the you know the strategies and the
It's
moves.
more of a struggling type of thing.
Right. So like Dan Henderson, he was a big Greco-Roman guy. I think you remember that MMA fighter. And then freestyle is all, it's all that stuff, but you can touch the legs,
Right.
so there's a lot less throws because, you know. There's a lot more shots and a lot more scrambling and a lot more grappling kind of
Yeah, 'cause
styles.
there's more parts that they could go for as opposed to just like it's all staying upper body.
Right.
Okay.
And then, you know, freestyle is different from folk style. Folk style is, you know, what we do at high school and college. Good freestyle, you can actually, there's different moves that you could do, get more points. It's kind of higher paced. And it's a little more dangerous because it's much more throws prone and just, you know, big moves, you know, essentially. But, yeah, it's my passion. It's probably my number one passion is in front of fishing, in front of everything. It's my thing, but it don't make no money unless you get into the MMA shit, and that's just no.
That's a whole different beast. Man.
Yeah, then you're beating your brain cells.
Dude, I was just seeing the people that slap each other.
Oh my
Slap-
god,
Oh, the slap
bro.
competition. Wow.
that's the most retarded shit I've ever seen.
Stupid, bro. Like you're just straight up getting
How
slapped.
dumb
You
is
can't-
that?
You can't defend yourself or nothing, man. Like,
Oh my god.
like, dude, if they would have done it like kind of like boxing, but all you could do is like slap. Like that'd be dope. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've seen a lot of the clips, and it looks almost like arm wrestling, but like you're just getting smacked in the face.
Yeah.
Dude. And like it's not like your typical like finger type of smack. Like these fools go with like the
fucking-
palm, dude, and then just get you in the chin, and you're like all dazed. Like it looks intense, man.
Dude, the thing that would like really piss me off the most is like they put their hand up to your face. They're like, all right, right here, motherfucker, right here. You ready, dude? You ready? Dude, I would not be able to do that, bro. I'd get pissed after the first slap, dude.
I've never had this conversation about that sport with someone, so I've been waiting to hear what other people think. And I think
bro,
it's insane,
dumb, bro. It's dumb.
There's
man.
there's no strategy. It's like the most meathead
Just
thing
hit
I've ever seen. Let me just bitch slap you.
What are you guys playing? We're slapping each other. Who wins? Whoever's still standing after the slaps, dude.
Yeah, you know what? I never thought about it. Like, there is no strategy there. You just gotta take it.
Like, I'm sure there is some type of technique to like give like the most effective like slap, but like I don't know,
But
man.
you can't train yourself to like take a hit. I mean, yeah, you can work on your neck and your chin a little bit, but like, that
And
doesn't-
you just gotta stand there, just with your jaw out, like that's the dumbest shit ever.
Hey, you're over here.
You're gonna do some irreparable damage to
You know,
yourself.
your eyes over here tearing up. You're just like, nah, bro. Nah, man, that didn't hurt.
I
That
would
didn't hurt.
never do that. It's like the kids at school that would fucking play
body shots.
yeah.
Bro, I would prefer
Thanks.
body shots as a sport over slapping each other like that, dog. Like it's,
Well,
oh man, no.
I don't know.
Hey man, but as long as you're getting sponsors and it's getting ratings, it don't matter.
Nah, man.
Oh, dude, this is crazy.
You couldn't pay me enough money to do that.
No,
stupid ass
man.
sport.
Dude, being part of that sport is like a slap to the face, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we're still here with Travis from the Fisherman's Market. Straight
Yeah.
second half of the episode.
Digging it. You guys are cool.
No, thanks,
Yeah,
Travis.
thanks, man. You're
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
chill too, bro. But, you know, this is a question that we do ask the majority of our guests. What is one conspiracy theory that you think is true?
Yeah, it sounds like you got like a lot in your mind right now.
That was the laugh of a
Oh
man that's
my
like, oh, where do I
God,
start,
dude.
my boy?
Oh, I don't know. I have no comment.
No comment.
All right, cool,
all
cool,
right.
cool.
For sure.
Yeah,
No
everybody
comment.
usually says 9/11, but I feel you.
Yeah, no comment. All of them.
Dude, it's at this point we're just talking about it with the attempt on Trump.
Dude,
like,
straight up, yeah,
where
we were
it's,
just talking about it.
Where it's like if you tell me that it was Biden's party that did it, or if it was like the Republican party that did it, or
Nancy
if it
Pelosi.
was like Nancy Pelosi, or if that was just all staged, I would be inclined to believe any of those things. I wouldn't be surprised if it was any of those. Like, oh, it was all staged. I was like, oh, okay, I can see that.
I really do think that
You
it
think
was
so?
staged, bro. Like we were talking about it on Monday, and like it really does feel like WWE type of setup, bro. Like the way that he caught his ear, and all of a sudden he's bleeding.
Well, he didn't shoot his ear off intentionally. That's not staged. I mean, it was obviously set up by probably, Schumer, Pelosi, and the other Mayorkas.
Yeah, man.
But
Nobody
let's
will
not
ever
get
know.
into that.
But like just to
No,
play
just
like
kidding.
on the other side, dude, it's just like he is really good friends with Vince McMahon, who has experience with like the pro wrestling and like setting up storylines and doing all this stuff. Like you can see just how much influence that has had over the UFC. Like I'm pretty sure, he talked to Trump's like, hey, well, you want to get over with these people, you want these people to cheer for you, dog. Just you gotta stage an attempt.
Yeah, dude. Like it does feel like a wrestling storyline. Like Trump was kind of like the bad guy that was starting to go good, but then some bad incident happens to him, and now all of a sudden he's a full-on good guy, and then he's got
Yeah.
everybody's support. I don't know, dude. We're just starting to go into a rabbit hole here.
Well, I don't. That was a really close, really close brush with death. I don't know who's gonna be like, yeah, dude, take a shot at me. I want to sell this story. Like,
Also,
I
could
don't-
be
I
like
don't think-
because
I don't think that's feasible.
like in WWE, I've seen them use like blood packs, where like they don't do anything, but they have like and they just like bite it or something, and then it just looks like blood. So maybe when he did that thing to his ear, he just like popped it, and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I don't know.
know.
Somebody dropped right behind him that the bullet actually hit.
That is true. Well, I mean, they're at that level where they're like, we're gonna have to sacrifice some people. I don't know, man.
Whatever.
Dude, who knows, bro? But the only thing that's kind of like stopping me from like thinking that it was staged is he was just at like the what is that? The Republican
National Convention.
Yeah, the national convention.
So that, and then you could kind of tell by the way he was like acting that it might have been real because he was just like looking
Frightened.
around, a little bit frightened, like fuck's going on, you know, like
Wouldn't you
super,
be?
He
Hell
looked,
yes.
yeah, dude, he was. That was like the most humble I had ever seen Trump, you know. So it was just like seeing that, I was like, all right, man,
Yeah.
maybe
That
might
would
have been
humble
real.
you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, in a heartbeat, dude. I'm a brand new man, reborn.
Right.
They're like, hey, these fools
Thank
want
you.
me dead.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh man.
Oh my God. That
All
was
right.
zy, but yeah.
All right, well,
Regardless.
let's move on from the politics and
Yeah,
conspiracies
yeah,
real
dude.
quick. All right. Well, Travis, I know you wanted to bring this up. This upcoming Sunday, you have something very special happening at your market. Would you mind plugging it in and letting everybody know what's going down at the market this upcoming Sunday?
Yeah, we're having a chef demo, so we're gonna, kind of set up a video camera stage essentially where he's gonna be preparing these seafood species into little dishes, and then we're gonna be handing out free samples to the crowd, and kind of filming people's reactions and interviewing people, and so it's gonna be once a month with various chefs, and it's just meant to kind of enlighten, broaden people's horizons as far as techniques into, preparing these different species.
And is this like, do you guys have this pre-planned, or is it just gonna go based off of like what you catch?
I mean, we have similar species every week,
Okay.
so there's gonna be,
You know, this is this month.
it's gonna be like these three different species, segments in 2 hours or whatever.
I just had an idea, and I don't know. You can take it if you want. You were talking about how you were trying to get like more like local like vegetables and produce and stuff like that. You guys should sell like everything as a pack. Where it's like,
Ooh, there you go.
all right, like so the chef is doing this plate.
Oh,
This
yeah,
is
there
this
you
is
go.
the package you need. All you gotta do is just take it home and cook it and season
There
it
you
and
go.
shit.
Hell yeah.
That would be dope, bro.
Right.
Because I
You
just
need
saw
2
it.
cucumbers and an onion.
Yeah, here
and
you go. It's all
2
done,
pounds
all
of
packed
fish.
Because
Enough
I
for-
just my the guitar player in my band, he came to the studio, and he had a bag, right? And in the bag he had his soda, and then he had the little bottles that he needed, and they gave him like the cup with ice. So all he had to do was just mix everything together.
Oh, there you go.
So like
yeah.
something like that with the
Making
cooking.
things turnkey for people is essential.
Oh, dude, just making it super easy for people, convenient.
Well, yeah, dude, life's busy. The last thing
Yeah.
you want to do, I mean, it's nice when people make things easy for you, that's for
Yeah.
sure, But also, I'm going to find a lot of value in this event because I'll take fish home and I do the same shit every time, the butter and garlic and fry it up or whatever. But I'm not very good at cooking, so hopefully this is going to make me a better cook at home.
Oh man, dude,
You
that's
so-
what I do, man. I've been cooking for years, but I still go on YouTube. I'm like, all right, man, how do I do this recipe?
Yeah,
And then just look it up, and then just from there, just you make it your own.
that's right.
Yeah. And then if you can implement that like conveniency where, okay, you come up, you want to purchase this fish, but hey, here's everything else you need. This is the whole entire kit, and now you just cook it at home.
Yeah.
Heck
That's a
yeah.
rad ass idea.
Yeah,
man.
I like that. I could dig it.
Yeah,
Sick.
that'd be dope.
Oh yeah, we'll
Got your wheels turning.
Yeah.
Got my wheels turning. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
yeah. Everybody pull up this Sunday. Don't forget 8 till 2 o'clock at the Fisherman's Market at
Yup.
the harbor.
You'll find a lot of value in it. That's for damn sure. And then come talk to the fishermen. They got a lot of cool stories. They're cool dudes. They're quite unique characters. You'll find something. And then if you got kids, we got a little petting zoo for fish. They could grab them, play with them, and let them go, or whatever.
Shit.
Heck
There
yeah.
you go.
So
Take the family.
see you this Sunday.
That's right.
Let your kids go get tired playing with the fish.
Heck yeah. It works, man. We got a whole little squadron of kids surrounding that thing
Yeah,
every
man.
week. It's not.
And you'll-
It's funny.
Yeah, you don't think about it, but that water is kind of it gives a little bit of resistance, so they'll get tired quicker. So you gotta like, fuck, I'm tired.
Yeah. When they go home, they just knock out, dude.
And then you go with your pre-packaged, your pre-set up plate that you got to cook. bam, with fresh fish and fresh produce.
Yeah,
I
grab a
like
little bit
that.
of wine.
I like that. Oh, little wine.
And then
Oh.
get a good Sunday.
We're gonna get
Some
a
white
beer
wine,
garden
yeah.
going.
Hey, damn.
Sick.
Yeah, I got a lot of ideas for the future, but we just had to start somewhere, you know. So we got the basis of what it is, but we have, you know, the whole freaking parking lot reserved for expansion. So essentially, I'm gonna make it a little, you know, Thursday street fair, but
Yeah.
you know, very nautical themed.
Based, yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't wait to check all this out, man.
And-
I'm excited.
And it's awesome because, you know, there's a lot of things to do with the family, to go walk along the shops and check out all the shops, go whale watching. You know, there's fishing boats that you can rent. There's jet skis or kayaks, you know, paddle boards. There's a lot of stuff to do at the harbor. So it's nice because you find multiple things that you can do down there, not just go to the market, but cruise around and check things out.
Oh, 100%. So everybody take advantage of the harbor while we still got it, because that's like one of the last few true local spots before it gets revamped. So pull up on Sunday, man. Pull up on Sunday, support the market, and definitely check out these dishes that the chefs are going to be cooking.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
Sick. Well, Travis, thank you so much for joining us, brother. One more time, where can people reach you at, aside from pulling up every Sunday?
Yeah, it's fishermansmarket.co. So fishermen's MENS. And then also our Instagram at Fisherman's Market. You can follow us, message us off the website, call us off the website. You'll get me.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. Thank you guys for doing this.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Thank you
help-
for coming through,
Thank you.
man. It
help
was
spread the word. This
it was a
was
fun
interesting. I've
episode,
never
yeah.
done a podcast before. So.
What? First time?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, dude. Another one right here at the podcast.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. Yeah. Well, once again, Travis, appreciate your time, and thank you so much for doing this for the community out here in Oceanside, man. For real, my hats off to you. This is incredible. I can't wait to check it out. Really.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, I'll see you guys this Sunday, yeah?
Yeah, man,
yes, sir.
I'm definitely stopping by. And for those that don't know the podcast, we will be going on a break sometime in August, maybe. I will be taking a longer break than that. But, you know, we're still around. We're still doing our stuff. We got other projects in the works, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys keep kicking it with us.
Yeah, that's right. And for everybody, pull up also on Saturday to Tyson Street Park and kick it with us. It's going to be a great time starting at 2 p.m. all the way till 8 p.m. So pull
Oh,
up.
hell yeah.
It's going to be great. Rad-ass time.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we got no Bruce today, so Piccolo, if you could do us the honors of taking us out of the air. But before that, everybody, thank you for kicking it with us. Thank you for talking up with us. And of course, thank you for kicking it. That's
Hell
right.
yeah. Kick it labs, dog.
Yes, sir. We'll
Good
see
shit.
y'all soon.
See you in the next one.
Peace.